What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. In this video, I have something incredibly crazy for you guys. It is a complete automated farm. You literally don't have to do anything once you set this up. This will allow you to max all classes, get as much JP as you want, and even hit level 99 from as early as quite literally the very first stage. Now, do be warned, this is a slightly advanced method, so you're not going to be doing this literally as soon as the game starts. However, you can use the method I described in my best JP video to actually get up to this stage, and it'll take you about 2 to 3 hours before you can actually do this from the very start of the game. But after those 2 to 3 hours, you can do this before you even do the second story mission. So yeah, it's pretty freaking early, to be honest. Now, let's talk about what we actually need to do this video, shall we? And in order for that, I am going to quickly turn off auto mode, as it is slightly involved. Now, let's actually take a look at my my classes. However, first, as you can see, we actually have a mob here trapped in the corner. Not only is it trapped, okay, I've used a Knight ability to basically use the Rend Speed. Now, Rend Speed, what this basically does is every time that hits, it will lower the target speed by 2. So yeah, we've basically hit this little mob right here plenty of times, and we've reduced its speed all the way down to 1, which is as slow as it can possibly get, which means it only gets to make a single action roughly every 30 to 40 turns. However, it can't actually do anything because I have completely trapped it with 2 units. I am using 2 units as sacrificial units so I can completely power 3 other characters. Now, for these 2 units, you want a Knight with the items ability just for safety in case you need to use items like Phoenix Downs to revive and so on and so forth. And then for the other character, you want to use a Black Mage, which also has the Mystic ability. Now, in terms of the Knight, obviously you need Rend Speed. That's the only ability you need from Knight. As for your Chemist ability on your Knight for the items, you pretty much just want Potion, Ethers, and Phoenix Downs. That's all you need. For your Black Mage and Mystic, on Black Mage, you are going to need the Toad spell. That is quite literally all you are going to need on the Black Mage. And then on the Mystic, you are going to need the Induration. Okay, now in terms of unlocking these classes, the Knight is really simple. You just need to get Squire up to level 2. And then in order to get Black Mage, you need the Chemist at level 2 as well. Then in order to get the Mystic, you only need a level 3 White Mage. So once you've got all your classes and your abilities, what you want to do is get into a fight. I'm just using Mandalia Plains, which is literally the very first stage in the game. Then we're going to kill all of the enemies off, okay, except for 1. This one final enemy, I do suggest just using the Black Mage to toad it, because then it likes to run away from you and it'll do no damage while you kill all the other enemies off. Then what you want to do is aim to get the Toad trapped in a corner, either one of the 4 corners of the actual map or somewhere that it can't move from. So for example, right here, it cannot move this high because the height is 3. So if you manage to trap the enemy frog here, you only need a unit here to completely trap it like I have done here. Likewise, some other sections also work as well. For example, if you had the mob here, you could place a unit behind it and in front of it and so on and so forth, just to keep it completely trapped. Then, once you've done all of your Rend Speeds on it to lower its speed, and once you have then got it trapped as well, you want to use Induration from your Black Mage on your own characters. This is to turn your characters to stone. This does mean that they will not be able to make any actions. However, it also means that the enemy is completely trapped and cannot hurt these 2 characters whatsoever, effectively allowing you to just do this method for infinity. Like, you literally cannot fail this. Now, even though these characters are stoned, they will not be earning actual EXP. However, they will still be earning overflow JP. So by overflow JP, what I mean is if I use focus in fact, no, I'm going to use Tailwind. If I use Tailwind right now on Ramza, okay, you will see that he has just earned 55 JP. Now, even though those two characters over here are stoned, they are still earning 25% of that JP for arithmetician. So what that basically means is if we get 10,000 JP on Ramza right now, then he will actually also generate 2,500 JP for all 4 of my other units, including the stoned ones. So what this means is if I get Ramza, this character and this character, which is a Geomancer, so I've got a Geomancer, Dragoon, and Arithmetician right now. If I get all of these up to 10,000 JP each, that means they are also each generating 2,500 JP for everybody else, including the stoned units, for that respective class. So in other words, when I finish this fight, okay, each of these are going to have 10,000 JP. They will also all have at least 2,500 JP for Geomancer. They'll also have it for Dragoon, Arithmetician, and so on and so forth. Then, once you've got the enemy trapped, we can actually now start the method completely. So what you want to do first is, everybody is going to need a specific ability from the Squire. Everybody needs Focus. Okay, this is literally the most important ability for this method. Also, you should really have JP boost as well, which is also a Squire ability, as that increases the amount of JP you actually earn. Those are quite literally the only 2 things you need for this method, as you can see over on the right there, where it says Fundament and JP boost. Then what you are going to do is you're actually going to turn auto battle on. Now, these auto battle commands are different to the original tactics version. What you want to do is, if you use get to safety, the odds of you sort of going and targeting an enemy are very slim with this. However, there are also turns where your character won't take any actions as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to use protect ally, where our characters are basically just in a complete far off corner away from the enemy. So we're going to turn protect ally on there as well. And then we're also going to do the same for Ramza. Medal, oh no, auto battle, protect ally, there we go. And now obviously we're just going to enable the speed up booster present in the Ivalice Chronicles enhanced version to basically just allow them to completely spam their own abilities like Tailwind and Focus. Now doing this, they will generate a bunch of JP every single turn. Now obviously you do get more JP the higher your class level, and the higher your actual character level as well. Also, the deluxe edition of the game does come with an accessory as well, which also increases JP. So make use of that if you have it. Now, doing this method, you will actually be able to earn 10,000 JP in about 30 minutes or so. Essentially, you can get up to 20,000 JP an hour, which is more than you will ever possibly need. What I suggest doing with this is literally set it up, turn a show on, and then go watch like an episode, 30-40 minutes, come back, you've now got a completely mastered class. Then you can just work your way through unlocking all of the other classes. And as you can see, it is completely automated. Right now, I'm literally not pressing a button. Yeah, it's completely automated. We are leveling up, we are earning JP. Now, do be warned, there is a bug with this. Okay, there is a bug. Sometimes you will stop generating EXP and JP. I don't know why. It is rare. However, it can trigger sort of at any point. Sometimes it's triggered on me when I've only gained about 1,000 JP. Other times it's triggered when I've gained like 8,000 to 9,000 JP. It is completely random, it seems, unfortunately. But yeah, it can happen. If that does happen, you will notice as you will not be getting the EXP or the JP prompts on screen. When that happens, go and kill the mob, end the fight, save, and then just restart the fight, and it will carry on working once again. But though, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know if you are going to be abusing this nice little automated leveling trick to unlock all of your classes down in the comments. And of course, please be sure to smash that like button, as it does greatly help me out. Or alternatively, you could also press that new shiny hype button right below the video. the more hype the video gets, the more people on YouTube see it, which in turn makes me happy. And of course, you can also subscribe so you don't miss any other future content. Guys, I have so many tactics videos planned for you guys. It is honestly crazy. Some of them are freaking insane as well, and you are absolutely not going to want to miss them. And to ensure you don't, there's also my tactics playlist, quite literally at the very top of the video description. So yeah, definitely give that a check as well. You'll kind of be surprised about some of the videos that you are actually going to see in there. But though, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and of course, I will see you in the next one.